Welcome back in, builders. We're going to take a look at Frontline Logistics Isarian Warfare. This is a demo on Steam, so you can go grab it yourself if this looks interesting. I gave this one try and I just had to scrap the recording, and I wanted to give it another try. This is a complicated one, and there's a lot of moving parts. If you're here for like fast-paced action, that's not really the vibe this game has. It is, right in the name, it's about logistics. Let's go ahead and hop in and see if I can do it some justice here. So we have settings. Most of these are actually not changeable at the moment. We are going to change our call sign to Babel Builder. There we go. And I don't think any of these other ones can change. You can change show tutorial content. I'm going to leave it on. We're going to enable a seed, and our seed is going to be 9173. There you go. If you like this map that we get, you can use that. You were originally a logistics officer in the 703 Urban Assault Brigade. After a sudden airstrike, your unit suffered heavy losses. You are the only surviving officer in your company. According to the original plan, the remaining forces were supposed to rendezvous at a designated location, but the situation is rapidly deteriorating. You've been urgently appointed as the acting company commander. High Command has ordered you to lead the remaining troops to the targeted area, eliminate the enemy vanguard before their main force arrives, and establish a foothold to secure our defensive line. High Command promises that supplies and reinforcements will follow. You have barely half the company under your command, but you understand the gravity of the situation. Babel Builder, this is Pumpkin Carriage. As planned, the new command system, Raven, Remote Aerial Vehicle Engagement Network, is now under your command, and the relevant permissions have been registered. Long story short, we'll give you a brief introduction. First, let's go over some basic controls. We have WASD. Click the corresponding button, press space 123 to adjust game speed. Got it. Click on a tag to select a unit. Click on the tile where the unit is click on the tile to select the area where the unit is located. The lower part is the command bar representing the available interaction commands for the currently selected object. This will provide you tips about useful features. We know your troops are currently in poor condition, but the situation is critical even, and the frontline troops can only hold out for 2 more days. You must be ready within 48 hours. After this, we believe that with your experience and ability, you can make independent decisions. And this is why Higher Command has decided to entrust you with command of Raven. If you have any questions, click on the top left corner of the screen, go to the encyclopedia. Got it. After a long march has left your troops extremely exhausted due to the chaotic retreat, your unit lacks weapons, ammunition, and food. Fortunately, scouts have discovered an empty village with all the buildings intact, and everyone is getting excited. After days of travel, tonight you can finally sleep under a roof. Great. The village ahead has been confirmed safe by the recon team. You can operate as a temporary FOB, forward operating base. Supplies will be gathered here and delivered to units within range. Every single extra bullet will help them hold out longer. Collected supplies will automatically be stored in the FOB's warehouse, quietly awaiting the next distribution. First, we need to find a suitable FOB to settle in. Select any village where the recon team is located to establish an FOB. All right, let's actually zoom out for a second. So this is where our supplies will get shipped in onto the map, and then we're going to need to take these supplies and move them forward wherever we are going to set up. This is much different than my previous attempt because I put in a different seed, so that's working. This is what we believe to be the front line. So anything in the blue area, we think we are in control of. I don't know if that necessarily means it's safe, but we think that we're in charge of it. And anything on the red side is the enemy. So I'm just going to zoom here a little bit and peek. We got a small little village there, another small, and then a pretty big town. Oh, a river. I don't know if my other map had a river. Does that mean imply the presence of a bridge? It sure does. Bet you that's going to be hotly contested. Big town there, another one. Okay. All right, very interesting. Bridges are a big deal. A bridge too far. This might be an interesting way to get in there, but man, that would suck. That is dense. This is way denser than my previous map. I kind of like this one. Okay, so we can pick a forward operating base, and it needs to be in one of these villages that's within our control area. So we have a industrial area with very few buildings way in the back. Probably not. We have a medium village that is relatively well scouted, but it's close. I think for me, I want to go as far forward as I can and make that the main logistical hub. We can search and scavenge from these places and bring them up to us. But yeah, but look how far we're going to have to travel just to get to the nearest place. How do we get here? Oh, there's no connection there. So we'd have to go through here. No, not necessarily. I mean, I guess you could try to cut through here. This looks rather marshy, though. We're probably not driving through marshes, if I had to guess. So really, from here, we'd have that town next. Wait, this is very slow on the movement. Is there a setting for that? No. Okay. This is the speed of the Raven. And then over here. Okay, so this one's probably the easier of them to be able to take out. Maybe we'll try to grab that. Yeah, so we'll be looking at that in the future. So I think I'm going to set up here. So these generic like gray buildings are places that we have not properly scouted yet. So we know there's a building or something there, but we haven't like seen exactly what it is. Village school, 2 floors, brick building, a wooden house, an old brick apartment. I'm seeing that we're not getting game sound. Is that... No, we have sound. It's just quiet at the moment. Okay. What do we want to do here? So I guess we're going to go ahead and use this one. Old brick apartment, 2 floors. Maybe that's a little bit better than a wooden house. Yeah, we'll do this one. So we want to set this as our FOB. Click on the building located at the recon team. The barracks office can equip the current FOB with dedicated personnel to assign tasks and plan construction for the current FOB. Since the power in the war zone was cut off early in the war, generator has become an essential item for establishing barracks office. This supply can usually be found in civilian house or factories, but it's extremely scarce. Once built, the name of the FOB will automatically change according to its purpose, becoming a true operational zone. We just happened to find a generator. Man, isn't that convenient? Click anywhere within the FOB area to open its interaction commands. Got it. Okay, so they didn't let us actually use this. That's okay, I suppose. We'll use it for other things. Expand the personnel facilities tab. Click on the barracks office. Okay, we have this core of the FOB, which has human resource scheduling facilities, allows this FOB to operate independently as a base and carry out various construction and operational tasks. Ah, okay, perfect. We will do this one. Requirement is bad. Okay, so this is better than bad. We need wood, nails, lamp, and generator. We'll go ahead and start turning that into our forward barracks base. Okay, I'm not going to fight the tutorial. We'll give that a second. Okay, I am going to tell you to do some searching, though. That was not the way to do it. Establishing the barracks office marks the FOB is no longer a temporary outpost, but a small forward base with multiple expansion potentials. To further develop the FOB, you must deploy more station troops and gather more supplies. First, transfer part of the manpower from the logistics supply hub over. As someone with logistic command background, you understand that the key to war lies in logistics. Soldiers need food and rest, and vehicles require fuel and maintenance. This vast supply system depends on countless logistic personnel positioned in second line to operate. However, since the current personnel organization has been completely disrupted, you have no choice but to reassign some squads from combat to logistics. Select a unit stationed at the supply depot. After selecting the unit, right-click within the range of the newly built FOB to move the unit to the FOB. Do it. Got it. Okay, they're driving up there. Am I going to be allowed to move multiples, or am I going to be fighting the tutorial? I can. Cool. Okay, we'll move you both up. All right, this is a combat squad, essentially. Go ahead and move you guys up there, too. After selecting... Yeah. It's not going to click over until we finish the current. Can I get you up here, too? Air defense. Yeah, this has like a AA gun mounted in a truck. We got Toyota Warfare here. After selecting the unit, right-click within the range of the newly built FOB. Okay, got it. Whenever a combat team moves to a new FOB, it will be stationed there. At this time, the team, whether eating or resting, can benefit from facilities of the current FOB. When the team is reassigned to the logistics team, they will carry out the current FOB's logistic dispatch tasks according to priority. Now, in order to provide additional logistics personnel for the newly established FOB, you need to reassign the currently arrived unit to the logistics team. You can quickly jump to the FOB where the unit currently is stationed. Okay. I pushed R to do that. After selecting a unit, use the switch button, hotkey R, to switch between the squad, combat team, or logistics team. You can distinguish their current role on the tag on the left side of the unit's badge. Combat team, a squad dedicated to combat directly under your control. The squad can perform combat, occupation, scavenging, and other tasks. When on standby, the squad will rotate automatically. A squad dedicated to logistical tasks. Through logistics settings, arrange schedules and priorities to automate tasks such as resource collection. By default, logistics team can operate within our front line. And facility work group. A squad automatically formed after a facility within the FOB is completed, responsible for managing facility operations. They do not participate in combat or logistics. The UI indicator of facility work group is normally hidden. In case of emergencies requiring direct command of facility work group, you can use the sound alarm to restore the display. As the construction of the FOB progresses, the possibilities in your hands suddenly expand. And for an acting commander newly appointed to the front line, this burden seems almost too heavy. You're eager to prove yourself to live up to the current position. Just when you're at a loss, you glance back at the group of wary soldiers behind you. Yes, perhaps a bowl of hot soup and a good night's sleep are exactly what they need right now. You notice there are still many intact vegetable gardens next to the civilian houses. Perhaps you can harvest a lot of fresh ingredients. The troops are in desperate need of a hot meal to boost morale. The soldiers always complain that the terrible rations in their hands keep them from starving, but don't fill them up. Some of the supplies you were carrying are damaged during the march, and it'd be a shame to simply throw them away. Fortunately, there should be some useful discarded materials to collect in the village or town. Someone suggests setting up a logistics collection department and assigning personnel to centrally dismantle the collected materials. Find and unlock logistics collection department and mess hall in Army policy. Logistics collection and mess hall. Logistics and mess hall. Facility. Nope. Logistics collection department. Mess hall. The following facilities can now be added via expansion of the FOB. Logistics collection department and a mess hall. New tasks can be scheduled. Furniture dismantling and recycling, disassemble electronics, mechanical equipment dismantling and recycling, quick repair, pickaxe, axe, shovel, nails. Oh, I see. That's why I need to build it. Got it. Currently, the collected supplies are still insufficient to support the expansion of the FOB, and there are still plenty of usable materials in the logistics supply hub. You can start transferring this batch of materials here. You can also mark some collection areas near the newly established FOB so that the logistics team stationed there will proactively collect supplies from the area. Click on the collection area. Set any priority. Got it. Okay, so they wanted us to look at the vegetable gardens. Boy, that is not a lot of vegetable gardens. Do I need to go to my other town? Maybe. If we need more, I guess we'll do that. And then I'll just tell them to go ahead and we'll start by searching this side of town, I guess. Okay, next, can I... not that one. Abandon, no. I want to dismantle facility, no. New. All right, so logistics collection department, a facility responsible for dismantling and recycling materials, capable of producing simple equipment, building costs not required. We need a soldier there, fixed building. Okay, it's easy and cheap. All right, so this guy, put it. Oh, I see. I can't do it on those ones. What is... Okay, it doesn't show me what the building is like when I mouse over it here. Do that one. I can't. Why? I don't have enough scrap metal. So we need 8 scrap metal. Okay, on it. All right, you guys, I'm going to also tell you No, that did not. R did not work on that one. Don't want you to be a combat team. I want you to be logistics. That's because I don't have you selected. There we go. Okay, you're also logistics. Are you... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, are you gonna do something? All right, so we've got them both out searching. What we would really like to see is some scrap metal. I'm just kind of watching nail, cloth, wood, scrap metal 1. Okay. Okay, so let's let go of those. I want to... Collection area. Okay, we're going to expand that collection area. I want you guys just to finish every building in town. Some of those I can't do. I'm going to assume that they've already been searched. Okay, now, while they work on that, this is a recon team. I'm pretty certain that this area is already safe. Although I say that, let's leave him there. Let's move these guys. So you guys, the recon team, let's head up there. If we get attacked here, it's probably already game over, so we'll just get them out of there. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so where can I see scrap metal's 3? I think I said I needed 8. So I'd like to do this one. Scrap metal, now it says X12 and 3. I thought it said 8. 8. Oh, I see. The price is different based on the building. Okay, over here, we don't need anything. For every 2 units distance from storage facility, basic operation efficiency will decrease. Okay, interesting. I can make that one for free, or I could wait for some more supplies. Fired materials. Boy, we would need a lot over there. You need nothing. All right, let's hold off for a second. Can I see what you guys are carrying? Click an item in the area inventory to pick it up. Your backpack must have enough space. Okay, got it. Click any entry in the unit inventory to drop it. Okay, that's fine. Click here to expand the inventory. Okay. Okay, that's not what I wanted though. Pickup truck. Repairs can be divided into emergency repair and full repair. Emergency repair refers to using quick repair kit on the battlefield to quickly repair damaged parts, restoring them to minimal operational level. Full repair refers to sending a vehicle back to the FOB where the vehicle repair facilities will dismantle the damaged parts and consume materials to restore them. In addition, within the FOB, vehicles can undergo maintenance. Okay, got it. It's not what I care about at the moment. What I want to know is scrap metal. We've got 2. And over here, we've got 4. Okay, I'm just going to be patient. I'm going to get 2 more scrap metal. Let's go ahead and speed this up, I guess. Okay, they're still going. Oh, they're secured. Nothing. Nothing. That makes me sad. Nothing. Okay, maybe we're not going to have enough stuff. I'm very concerned about that. You guys are not finding a whole lot, are you? Okay, wood, nails, peas, carrots, gasoline. A bunch of broken stuff. Okay, so this is our supply order? Scrap metal 12. Night has fallen. Visibility is worse. Unfortunately, the same goes for the enemy. Perhaps you can take this time to carry out some construction? Night has fallen and... Okay, yes. All right, so let's slow down here. Let's actually pause for a second. So is this telling me what I have? if that's the case, then we should be good to build that now. If we come in here, oh. All buildings within FOB provide a place for soldiers to sleep. While it's true that any shelter can do in a pinch, giving soldiers proper beds will improve their living conditions and be great morale boosts. Select any building within the FOB, open the building expansion page, and issue a command to lay down comfortable bed for the soldiers. The more soldiers assigned comfortable beds, the higher the living rating of the FOB. Okay. The number of crude floor maps represents the available bed space that can be converted to comfortable beds. Got it. All right, but please hold that thought. I want logistics collection department. Now I can, okay, now I can afford it. Let's do it here. All right, what is the mess hall? Okay, I can't do mess hall yet. All right, now, crude floor mats is 60. Where can I see my personnel? So if I upgrade, okay, it needs some cloth. Control is times 10. So 11, 21. How many people exactly do I have? So we've got 17 soldiers. We got 12 NCOs, so 29, 30. Okay, so we have 30. I've got 21 beds. Okay, I'm out of material. So we got 24 beds. That's as much as I can afford. Okay, I also don't think we're actually searching things anymore. You're sleeping. Okay, that's not, oh, no, that's not what I want to do. You, collection area, can I? Okay, I guess that's fine. Come down here and we're just gonna start cleaning out this town behind us. We grab all this. Yeah, if we built over here, obviously we'd have more stuff, but we also would be further from the front line. I feel like getting our starting base closer is probably worth it. Okay, we're gonna go search that. And you know what? Since I'm here anyways, let's search these industrial. I'm hoping for some good stuff out of that. Okay, stop fighting it. Let it go. All right, we're working on that salvaging spot. Hopefully with that, we'll be able to dismantle some of this broken stuff, and that'll give us some of the materials. They're constructing. Okay, so we've got my combat units are all sleeping. Okay, that's a recon team. After the villagers evacuated, there was not many useful supplies left in the village. Most of what the soldiers retrieved were old furniture. Looking at those old items, you feel a sense of guilt. You understand that the villagers lost their homes, and now these pieces of furniture, which once held countless memories, will have to be dismantled. However, for the greater good of the war, you have no choice but to order the recycling of these materials to provide much support as possible to the front line. Every plank of wood, every metal piece, it will be reinvested into the battlefield's needs. This section displays the current information on 3 types of human resources. Whether forming a new squad or constructing a facility, the corresponding human resources will be consumed. The higher the military authorities will periodically send reinforcements of various types to the front line. Here, the GMI, Gross Military Index, represents the higher military's authority evaluation of your troops. More GMI will allow you to allocate more resources to your troops. Good logistics operations and combat achievements can earn GMI rewards. You can spend GMI to request supplies beyond the quota, including some daily necessities. Okay, let's pause. What's bouncing here? The intelligence department has discovered a nearby enemy outpost. The intelligence department has discovered a nearby enemy outpost and marked traces of the enemy within. They might be planning an attack or reinforcing their defenses. Either way, it's a threat that can't be ignored. Note that only a small number of enemies have arrived in the current war zone for now, but as time goes on, their numbers will continue to grow. Let's look where it's at. Okay, so we have one of them at that big town to the north. That's actually a long ways away because of this marsh, I feel. It jumped to currents. Okay, over there. Okay, and over by that river crossing. I don't know how long we're going to go on this. We'll see if people enjoy it. It's, like I said, it's a very slow burn, but taking every one of the river crossings seems to me like that would be a goal I would do if I was playing the game for real. Yeah, and there's enemies here. Yeah. And I don't think we saw any more bridges. Yeah. So if we could take all the river crossings and or if we wipe out the stuff here, maybe that would put us having a safe back, essentially. Okay, day 1. Logistics supply lacks. This will prevent logistics. Okay, I think I might need to assign one of our logistics trucks back here. Let's see about that. So where are they currently? They're both over here. So let's grab you. And I want you to go there. And then low fuel reserve. Okay, so no frontline first aid. Yeah, I know that. Okay, I think they're going to go dump their materials before they come down here. Okay, so there's 2 ways we can do this by my understanding. So if we find, where's my stuff? Okay, rear repair. We can send things back to be repaired. A new squad can be formed at a replacement depot located within the supply hub. More squads are unlocked via policy. Okay, right. Parking spot. Okay, here we go. Here's stuff. When a logistics team capable of performing transport mission is stationed within an FOB, it can transport supplies to other FOBs. The flow between FOB is achieved through external supply. If you need to transfer supplies elsewhere, the general steps are followed. Select the FOB. All right, you're not in the mood for the long manual. Okay, that is not a good skip. You could check the encyclopedia for full procedure. Is there a simpler method? With the help of simplified delivery, you can skip the tedious procedures and quickly set up supply delivery to a designated location. Simply click the icon, adjust the delivery quantity with the mouse wheel, select the target location, and the step is complete. Of course, if you want precise control over inputs and output thresholds, you'll still need to go back to the stored supply entries and adjust them one by one. When the delivery target's within the range of another FOB, the supplies will automatically be transferred. Okay, so I think what that's saying is we click this, we use mouse wheel to scroll up. We have 1, so maybe we don't need 50 of those. So 1. Dispatch point lacks logistics team. You need to reassign at least 1. Okay, got it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so gonna be a little bit annoying here, but I guess we'll do it this way, since this is what the game wants to show me. All right, shift, go up. I really appreciate the inclusion of that. All right, bring that up here. 200. We have 60, so control. I like that. That's really nice. Games that don't allow you to do that and don't have at least that or a type where you can type in a number are painful. Very painful. All right, we have 16 medkits. Pickaxe, we have 6. I'm just going to schedule literally everything to get moved up here. 8 shovels. Rain poncho is 12. Okay, I'm at rain poncho. I want to see, we're not going down there. What's going on here? Both of you are sleeping. Would you please go down here? Direct control requires switching to a, I see. So R to go to a combat team and then go down there. Okay, so I had to unassign them from logistics basically. So I'm going to leave 1 here. Why is there a random truck there? I'm going to hope that that just means they're like just chilling and camping out. Okay, did we get enough to get more beds? We did. 2. All right. No, that's one of my combat teams. One of my combat teams. Are you recon? Okay, you are recon. Got it. Okay. I'm not too worried about moving or anything yet. We got to get those supplies up there first. We also need to build that mess hall. Okay, now go to logistics team. There we go. Okay. I want to see you actually do what I want. They're sleeping. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Now that I've got that set up at least, I'll continue here. I was on rain ponchos. Coal. Okay, I should have done control with that. Wood. 24. A generator. Sure. Scrap metal. Okay, so if we had done this right off the bat, we could have gotten that first day stuff a lot easier because we actually had the scrap metal. Nails, we have almost 100. 96. Yeah, I'm literally going to bring everything that we have in the rear up here. A quick repair kit, we've got 6 of those. And a damaged electronics, we have 6 of those. Okay, by my understanding, that is everything we have. The next thing was it said we could do a new unit. So we would want rifle squad, rifle team, recon, transport team. I don't know what we would want. Okay, comfortable beds. Beds per garrison, 24 for... Okay, so maybe we have too many there. Living rating is 3. Okay, I'm going to hold off on that. What else do we have down here? Barracks. Combat and logistics people. Okay, time is going very slow. I could fast forward here a little bit. I'm just reading quick while it's moving slowly. Okay, the other thing we need to do up here is the mess hall. Wood, nails, scrap metal, and a lamp. Okay, so I need some scrap metal, is what I'm seeing. So we just need to wait for it to arrive. Alright, so let's get this combat team. And let's have them deploy down here. And we'll have them help with the logistics. Because I need the trucks, basically. I'm going to leave this guy alone. Are you... We are ready. Are you? Are you? Okay, hang on. Something happened with this team, I think. Normal march. Search the area? I feel like they left their vehicle for some reason. I don't feel like that was supposed to have happened. You guys gonna... Search completed, nothing. Okay, now I think they're back in the vehicle. Yes. Yes. Okay. And you can be on logistics. Okay, they just want to sleep. That's fine. It's 4 in the morning. I think I'm just being gamey, or I'm just like, I want you to do stuff. Okay, and then you guys go to that too. Okay, they're also sleeping. They did grab some rations. I'm assuming that they're just stocking themselves up. All right, let's fast forward here. Data upload underway. Do not interrupt transmission. I think that means that there's a quick save. You've endured a long night, and the sunrise once again illuminated the land. The soldiers' bodies became active, preparing for a new day. What's the plan? Oh, it's just telling me that. Okay. People are still sleeping. Now, I think we had a screen. Yeah, here we go. People sleeping and whatnot. So 6 or maybe 7-ish is when I would expect them to be up. So there's 6 o'clock. The rear will deliver a new batch of supplies and reinforcements to the hub every morning and retrieve all the wounded personnel as well as vehicles that need to be sent back for recovery. Due to the unstable battle situation, the supply convoy may not be able to deliver all materials safely every day. When additional supplies beyond your quota or urgent reinforcements are needed, you can apply by consuming GMI. Okay. Does that mean... Okay, we're loading. I think that because we had this stuff here, we may not have gotten more. Okay, how do I know how many people are back here? Okay, we got some daily reports. Yesterday's casualties, we had none. We got some GMI. We have 7,690. Number of people in the FOB, 13. Okay. Okay, they delivered diesel, some 23mm shells, some 5.45, some frag grenades, some first aid, some rations, and an MPRL-7 anti-personnel high-explosive grenade. I'm trying to think what the best way... I don't think we had any 5 545 before, so let's set that up to be moved. We have 800 of that. I don't even know what we're wielding. I guess we need to take a deeper dive into our squads. I just want to make sure that these guys actually... Yeah, it looks like they're all loading and everything. Balanced combat team with equal number of firepower, capable of handling all combat missions, always active on the front line. How do I tell what you're currently supposed to be doing? Load is 8 out of 6, which is overloaded. Resting at the garrison. I don't want you to be resting at the garrison. Smoke grenade, first aid kits, some shovels. They've got some diesel. They have some grenades. Okay, they're using 545. That's something good to know. They're determined. Okay, so... I'm kind of waiting to see if we can only have one unit loading at a time. That's kind of my guess. Resources. So how do I tell how many people, how much can fit? Supplies. Remaining and total cap. A lot of room. Okay, I'm going to guess that we can only have one unit load at a time. That's my guess. Okay, and okay, here we go. That's what I wanted to see, that we were having action. All right, so we have this combat. This is a recon team. Let's not be here. Let's be somewhere else. So march up there. I don't know. We don't have a vehicle. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go there. Let's just see what happens. We'll send them out to go recon that. And we'll have these guys. In fact, actually, why don't you go... No, you... Normal march to there. And actually, instead of normal march for you, let's have you do cautious. In case there's an ambush or something. Okay, now they are loading. I'm watching. Yeah, okay. So it was just one group can load at a time. That's fine. That combat group is not something I want to keep there forever, but I'm going to help them out because I was slow getting started. Okay. Next is that mess hall. I need this. Okay, so 18 scrap metal. Way more. 12. Okay, that's my one. Okay, so I need to use a generator for that. That's good to know. So all of my buildings need generators. I'm pretty sure that was my only one. All right, and over here we have the barracks. 19 and 14. Okay, so that would be 2933. Can I continue? Okay, everyone has a comfortable bed now, if I'm understanding how that works correctly. Cargo damage. Due to the various uncontrollable factors during transportation, a small portion of supplies was lost. Non-standard supply losses will be compensated with the equivalent amount of GMI. The following list of supplies was lost in the incident. So I think this is stuff that we were supposed to get, but didn't make it up here. Okay, and you guys... I'm also going to, I think, have you help. So I want you... You guys... Get down there. Just because it's another vehicle. And just based on the speed of these things, they could be loading down there. We need to get everything out of there. And then hopefully we'll have it where like one team can kind of handle it. What are you guys doing? You're making your way downtown? Okay, just slowly. It's kind of like those games where I can give them an order, but how well they actually do it is going to depend on, I think, the officers and their morale. So just because I tell them to do something doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do it. And we also have this recon team. I'm going to have you guys go over there, actually. I'd rather have somebody at least watching the exits to our town. than sitting in our FOB. All right, create material transfer. Now, I think this is the more long-term thing where we can set up how much we want stored here, and then they'll try to fulfill those orders from the rear, rather than the way I just did it, which is kind of the dirt down and dirty method. Okay, you guys say you're sleeping again. Does that mean that this is all new stuff? So let's see if that's the case. So we have 95. No, that's my search area. We have 2 of these. 10 frags. This does sound similar to what we saw come in. 10 frags. 12 first aid kits. I'm not very good at these control and shift things yet, but man, I bet you this is a really good system when you get used to it. You can kind of do that pretty quick. 5 axes, 123 diesel, and 2. Yeah, I'm almost certain that that's the case. Move all that up. Okay, so yeah, we're almost done with stuff that's down here. Okay, you also help be logistics. Okay, they're I think they're taking a second to reorient themselves. I think that's what that means. Okay, and then here, new unit. All right, let's look at this. A rifle squad, 8 riflemen, 2 grenadiers. Assign equipment. We don't have any. Okay, sure. New unit. That did not do anything. Confirm formation. What's this? Statistics. Okay, so a rifle squad does look like it's 8. I'm going to assume that that's true. So is that you guys? Squad is full. Confirm formation. Okay, okay. Yeah, people are coming in. We've got 4. Okay, main objective, identify FOBs. Okay, so we need to do that. Low fuel reserves, no med station. Okay. We have 8 people here. They're standing by. They want ammunition. Okay, so they want stuff. That's great. For now, you're going to very carefully walk up here, because I don't have any more vehicles yet. All right, now one thing I do know in my other one, sometimes there were just like vehicles on the side of the road. Okay, it looks like we didn't get too lucky on this one. That somehow I assume those are what we tow back to repair. What are we doing here? There's one. So maybe we could get this. Soldiers are complaining again about vehicle wrecks blocking the road. These are either civilian vehicles abandoned due to mechanical failure during the evacuation, or military equipment destroyed by enemy precision strikes early stages of war. Now, they've all become obstacles on the path forward, and forcing your vehicles over them will cause unnecessary damage to your own vehicle. You can try to use your own vehicles to tow the wrecks off the street, or even try to repair them. That is indeed a problem. Rear repair, a repair method available from the start of the campaign. Once the damaged vehicle is confirmed for repair, it will be transported back to the rear factory within the day's supply convoy. Rear repair does not consume resources, but compared to frontline repairs, takes significantly more time. Delays may also occur. Okay, we'll look at trying to do that once things chill out a little bit on my supplies. Okay, I think I'm seeing that we have everything done. So I don't want anyone else to come back. I'm going to have him be the guy that's in charge of that. Okay, you stop. You are the anti-air team. So they have like some sort of autocannon or something. What is it exactly? I'm not sure, but whatever they got. All right, you also. Nope. Nope, nope. Okay, thank you for helping. We could have done that right away from the beginning. That recon team's on the way. Let's get these guys ready. Go to... No. You. too many games I've been playing recently keep switching left and right click commands on me. Menace, you have destroyed me. As soon as we have some eyes on that village, we'll send this rifle team up there. I want to try to tow that vehicle. That's my thought. Okay, you... Okay, we don't think there's anybody in here. Let's cautious march to there. And we'll see if they can do that. Okay, so they're just taking their time. Moving through those woods seem to be exceptionally slow. Alright, and you... Yeah, you're just cool. I'm gonna put you on logistics here. I don't know if they're gonna do anything. Yeah? What are you doing? Okay, you're gonna go help search. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't think I'm gonna commit our quad or whatever it is to any fighting or anything soon. Alright, did we get to the point where I can build the mess hall? We are 1 scrap metal short. Okay. that is what it is. He has scrap metal. Alright, so as soon as we see a truck return, we'll know that we can actually do that. And it looks like that might be... Nope, he's heading there. Can I tell you... Okay, I'd have to switch him to a combat team for direct control. Yeah, look at that. They did not enjoy going off-road. I wonder if that's damaging our vehicle. Don't know how to tell that. Transport soldier. A vehicle, transport team. Maximum range is 12 plus 12. Increase load. Okay, crew buffs. Okay. Alright, we just need to be patient, I think is what that's telling me. Alright, I don't... Okay, there's got to be a way to tell how many people are back here. I'm not sure what it is, but there's got to be a way to do it. We have some new policies. Now, I have a bunch of points. Let's take a little look through here. Artillery support. Supply depot. Place where supplies are stored within capacity determines the size of the building it's located in. Expand. So, okay, so warehouse kind of thing. Form dedicated intelligence department. Close quarters combat training. Dedicated ammunition handling. Form a department dedicated to ammunition management, responsible for providing logistical support for ammunition, such as ammo belts. All right. Body collection. We don't need that yet. Battlefield bathhouse. Okay. First aid plan. Improve the survival rate of the injured. Our forces have dedicated a frontline first aid station on the front lines to perform emergency treatments for wounded soldiers and unlock supply requests from surgical supplies. We've also proposed the formation of a medical team. Sure. Okay, and that unlocked a bunch of stuff. First aid station, surgical instruments, disinfectant, anesthetic, morphine, and we could get a medical team unlocked. I don't think we're ready for that yet. We now have the frontline medical station. Okay, we're not ready to build it, but... Okay, these guys are still searching. Yeah, this is the guy that has all the metal. Fuel tank, four-cylinder diesel engine. Okay, is that... Here we go. Dual 23mm anti-aircraft gun. That's what he has. And an 80-liter fuel tank. Alright, how are we doing over here? What do you want us to do? I want you to finish recon in the place. Cautious. Alright, it looks like this is clear. Let's go ahead and try towing that vehicle. So, I need you guys... We're going to assume that this is safe because we were able to do that. Normal march. How do we do this? Upgrade and retrofit. Full repair. Maintenance, recycling. Okay, we'll wait till the vehicle gets close, and maybe we'll try to search it. It's probably going to need a tow, I would assume. I love that their cautious is that slow. That makes sense, but I love that we've already arrived with the Jeep or the truck. That is hilarious. Okay, we're getting eyes on various buildings. All right, can I get you to search that area? Let's see what that does. We found some diesel. Okay, continue to... cautious over there. All right, you guys. All right, I'm in normal march in there. Let's see what happens. Okay, we did hit the vehicle, basically. Did you see that? Okay, so that's telling me they're all here, but that's not what I care about. Currently, the unit is located in the area. Yeah, I know that. Unit information. Oh, I'm sure I'm missing something obvious. Combat basement, logistics garrison. Okay. Let's brave the encyclopedia for a second. Do we have the word tow? Wreckage and obstacles. Vehicles that suffer... installing dozer blades. Interesting. Okay, that's not what I needed, though. Fuel, belt-fed weapons, supplies, work, transport. Okay, I'm guessing there's going to be a command down here. Restrict area, mark minefield. That's FOB stuff. Create squads. No. Okay, what if we... because it seems like it's different if I select in here. What do we have? New. Armament parking point. Used for the parking armament and providing cover to avoid enemy reconnaissance. Oh, okay. We could dig in foxholes, rubble. Okay, let's be a little covered trench. I'm looking. Okay, so I think we're in kind of the right area. Select collection area. Okay, maybe that collection area. Logistics link. No. Strike camp. No say. All right, you guys, would you normal march over there, please? Okay, if I do search for supplies, I'm not expecting anything because we've already done it with the other group. They did find some diesel. Okay, here we go. Tow. Okay, I need to have... okay, I needed to have this unit selected. Tow load vehicle. If the current vehicle lacks transport capability, this button will not be displayed. Use the unload crew equipment button. Already loaded vehicles. Got it. Okay, so I think we're doing it. We are not doing it. No, that's not it. Normal march to here. We were close. Inner vehicle, unload equipment, emergency repair. Oh, hang on. I think we are doing it. It's just being wonky. Okay. Demo is demo. All right, so we want to normal march down to there. There we go. Now it's working properly. Okay. We're stealing a vehicle. I like it. Okay, now I'm not going to go too far here, but I do want to see, like, if we go to here, can I change this front line? That's what I want to know. Because, like, maybe we should scout that. That might be important. Okay, these people are all here and they're sleeping weird. Okay, this squad is here. Let's have you actually go chill right there. And actually, I don't know if it matters, but I'm guessing if they're in the FOB, they probably get to enjoy the facilities. So we'll just keep them in the facilities. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that those things are going up. Oh, I can't believe it. Yes. Is there anything better than getting free stuff? I don't think so. Not in my world. Yeah, we'll go turn that in and we'll get another vehicle. Now, these 8 do not fit properly in these trucks. Just so we know. 6 is the proper amount. Okay, are we ready to build the mess hall? We are. 18 scrap metal, 12. I want to use the cheaper stuff. 12, 18, 12. Let's do that one. I think that pushes the FOB size larger. Okay, well, we were supposed to have this done before. It is what it is. We're working on it now. Okay, enable, disable, pop-up. That's fine. That's less useful. Okay, we'll keep the pop-ups coming. Okay, there's nothing here at the moment. Okay, currently available. Okay, so I think we're doing this right. I think we're doing this right. So now we got a button here. So rear repair or GMI rear repair. Sign the withdrawal request to send low value armament supplies back to the rear technical. Okay, so that gives me stuff. I want a rear repair. I hope I did that right. No. Come over here. And I want to tow load vehicles. Unload. Unload crew and equipment. Towing. Unhooking tow. Move us a bit further up. There we go. There we go. Okay, you guys head back up there. Okay, and then you pick up 11. Is that what you are? Are you? Yeah, you're pick up 11. Withdraw your current decision before the spot. Okay, no. So that's good. So they're gonna pick him up. I kind of thought we'd have to like haul him into that spot, but I don't think that is actually the case. Okay, yeah, that's looking fine. I don't like that you guys come over here and sleep, but I guess that's okay. All right, next question. If we were to go this way. Okay, there you are. You guys. Okay, again, I need to know if we can push this front line forward. So let's go to cautious march over there. And do we have any more vehicles? That's what I'm mostly interested in right now. Sending those back even for slow repairs. There's one. Now is probably better than when we're actively getting shot at. Because at some point the enemy is going to become more active. Okay, and over here... I don't want this anymore. How do we cancel? Not sure. Okay. All right, that did push the front line back. So, I think we can normal march to there. That's probably fine. Tomorrow, I think we'll grab that 2-man squad and we'll see if we can just check that quick. Or maybe we should sweep it with the rifle squad. Yeah, there's no reason to go tonight, but tomorrow morning, I'll send them out on a patrol and we'll go see if we can push that back. I wonder if that dynamically changes. Like if an enemy is sneaking here and I don't see them, does that change the front line calculation? Okay, well what that's telling me is I want a cautious march to there actually. Yeah, they're thinking about it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so what we would do is we'd have this as our first FOB, but as we push forward, right? Like we would want to set this up and then we'd set up a supply chain that brings things from the rear to the front. And like here, I would probably only want exactly what we need for the unit stationed here. And we would continue to build our supplies here for the time being, at least. Oh, what's that? We think there might be an enemy there. Okay. Yeah, uncomfortably close. Now, I don't know, like, if I station a unit here and just leave him here, like, do people bring him food? Like, what happens there? I do not know. But we are already at that hour waypoint. We haven't taken a shot. So, as I mentioned at the beginning, this is not a high-octane type title. This is a building up your logistics chain, 99% waiting, 1% pure terror, basically. Probably a little more accurate to reality than most video games show. So, Frontline Logistics, very interesting title. Let me know if you want to see some more of this. I am vaguely interested. I don't know how good of a watch it is, though. Me clicking around random menus for a very long time. Will get faster, obviously, as I learn. There's a lot of menus in here, obviously. But if you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like on the video. That's always appreciated and helps the channel a ton. Also, just tells me what you want to see more of. If you're not currently subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. I'd love to have you back in the comments, or perhaps join me live for one of the live streams. If you want to go above and beyond, you can always leave a super thanks, join me live for a super chat. Check out the channel memberships. That does get you early access to videos such as this or other things I'm working on. Or if you just want to leave a tip, there is a Patreon linked in the channel info. Okay, builders, get out there and build some logistics chain. I will catch you in the next one. Babble out.